the right and the wrong way to buy real estate. This is what we're going to do today, my friends. We got a subscriber, and we get this a lot. You know, hey, Scott, would you look at this property? And here's the cool thing, you guys. I don't know if you realize this. I'm helping tons of you guys. Our newest ones this week, Tara, Shauna, Michael, all getting help from us with their real estate needs. And just hundreds. We've helped hundreds and hundreds of you with your real estate needs. Thank you. It's been my pleasure. And I don't charge to talk to me. I don't charge to watch a course. I don't charge for any of that. My rewards, your rewards in life are in direct proportion to your contribution. I'm rewarded. It all comes back. If I charge you, can try to prey on your emotions and fear to get you to click here and pie this. No, not needed. Not needed at this time. I don't know if we ever will get to that point. I just love doing what I do. So I do it for free. And I do it a lot for free anyway. So money doesn't change my life. I already have everything I need. So what else? I don't know. I don't get that whole thing. But today we're going to hear from one of you, as one of our subscribers. And I hope this is going to help you, because this is really the right and the wrong way to buy property. You don't need to dive into the data. The data's not going to save you. Throw the playbook out the window. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, take it from me, to stack up some properties, or even just one property. I don't care if you want 1 or 100. I don't care. All you need is a good agent and your own tools to understand, okay, this property meets or doesn't meet the criteria needed to maybe orchestrate an offer. An offer. No, not a bidding war. An offer. Those are the times we're in. But today, courtesy of one of you, a subscriber, and I hope this helps our subscriber, because this isn't, if I did this, all we would do is these videos if I just ran with the emails you guys send in asking for me to put eyes on property. Here's a freebie for you guys. I'm not charging for it. I want you guys to, because this is something you can do. You're not going to get into the data. You're not going to join the MLS. You're not going to join the course. You're not going to do that. You need to utilize search engines showing you properties, which we all do, whether it's Redfin, Zillow, whoever, Realtor, whoever, and just look at some basics and then get in the hands of a good quality agent and build a relationship. Build a relationship. Healthy people have healthy relationships. I'm like a matchmaker. That's my job. I'm a part psychologist, part real estate agent. I'm a matchmaker. I want you guys to have quality relationships with your agents that haven't drank the Kool-Aid and that they're not in worse shape than their clients. That's a must. And that's very hard to find right now, because you're in a decelerating real estate bubble. But today, to drive our point home, let's jump over, take a look at a property, examine it a little bit, and so we can examine the right and the wrong way to buy homes. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, buckle up and strap in. Our subscriber writes, "Hi Scott, love your videos. Would be grateful for your opinion on the following property, if you don't mind sharing." No problem. Let's go ahead and jump over and take a look. All right, let's go ahead and head on over to today's featured property. We're in Honesdale, Pennsylvania. Everything looks pretty clean, pretty quiet. So far, so good. Now let's go ahead and take a sneak peek at our property, and everything looks pretty good. Nice curb appeal, a big yard, great for kids. The place is clean, well kept. They're ready to show. It looks like somebody's serious about selling their house. We might have a good listing on our hands. Let's look a little further. And our property's currently on the market at $209,900. Now let's read between the lines and look between the cracks. What I like here, not a long novel for our property description. Clean, short, and to the point. Today's property, based on recent sales, has a mid-range value of $210,000. Our property's priced right within their mid-range value. So far, so good. Let's keep looking. As we can see in our sales history, our current owners have been in the house since 2014. Almost 10 years they've been in this house, taking great care of it. So far, so good. But how does it pencil out? If we were to give them today's asking price with a standard amount down at today's interest rate, our approximate cost to carry would be $1,300 a month. Now, let's see what its rent range is. All right, hold on to your hats and glasses. Our property would rent for $1,700 a month. Its cost to carry is below its rent range, making this an excellent buy. Let's get back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back, and thank you to the subscriber for sending that in. I hope it helps. So the realities are, friends, the right and the wrong ways to buy property. What we always want to do is examine, of course, my number one mantra that I run with in these videos, cost to carry. Does the property pencil out with a standard amount down, even at today's interest rate? See, interest rates, don't worry about interest rates. Cost to carry, standard amount down, today's interest rate. The cool thing about the property, I believe, that I just looked at with you, there was a couple things I liked. And when I say read between the lines, look between the cracks, there's a lot of things I liked. It was a well-kept home. The owner had been in there for a while. They were still living in the home, but it showed well. The house had been cared for. It wasn't tenant, unoccupied, sucking air that had a tenant that got booted out. It was lovingly cared for by the current owner. Two, they also, whenever I see a property description like a mile long, it's like when I tell you guys, no life stories, no hard luck stories anytime you're applying for rentals, just a small blurb, your strengths. That's what they did here. I like that. And their agent was responsible for that. So good job with that agent. I'm sure you're going to get that property sold. But above all, aside from all of that, of course, days on market, how many price reductions, it tells me if they're not willing to pull their listing, they're stuck on the market, I'm probably testing them with an offer. This property came on the market at its mid-range value based on today's sale. And it also, not all properties show you this. I hear this from you guys a lot, and I see it myself. Sometimes it won't show us the rent range of a property. This one happened to show us its rent range. And there's ways to find out. Just find out, search in some of the if you can't find the rent range on a subject property, just try some of the neighbors' addresses. You'll find data on the other houses that'll probably show you rent ranges. Or once you get with an agent, they can go digging for rent ranges for you. But for all intents and purposes, anytime you're looking at property, you want to see that. So if my monthly payment was $13 and I can rent it for $17 and that's with a standard amount down, well, that tells me really if I wanted to, I could put less money down and the property would still pencil out. So that's a good one to use. So if you can find a property that's cheaper to own than it is to rent and there's some wiggle room in there, you can put less money down because you still have it within its rent range. And final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy, wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand the biggest housing bubble ever produced in world history might not sustain itself. Certain areas are in big, massive trouble. Real estate's local. Some areas will be the last to get hit, the first to rebound, but everybody gets touched in a real estate bubble. I believe the house we looked at today is insulated from some of the blowback in a full-blown economic depressionary level of a downturn like we've never seen before in history. Maybe that property gets touched. But if people will, one thing's for sure, people will always need affordable rentals. That property's price was below the national average of average priced homes. It's insulated from a lot of the drama. If there was ever a safe bet, that is probably a property I would be more willing to play with in this environment than something that had huge run-ups, way above national averages, cost to carry way above its rent range. You couldn't pay me. You could not pay me to take on that kind of risk right now. No way. I want to minimize risk. That is the name of the game right now. Minimize risk. I'm going to blow the lid off this thing every step of the way because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, I think you're going to love the next video on your screen. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.